The first thing that we'll need to do is add some dependencies to your React project. And as I found here, I wanted to make sure I was pronouncing it right throughout the entire video. And we have an official tweet from Babel.js that it is pronounced Babel, so I'm going to be calling it Babel throughout the video, and I don't want any hate because of that. So, all right, so the first things that we want to do, like I said, is add a couple dependencies. We have to, of course, have redux-saga. We have Axios, which is kind of a client, HTTP client library that makes it easy to make requests in JavaScript. You might be familiar with something like Super Agent or the request library itself, but this one is kind of a nice and easy way, and it's very similar to using something like Super Agent. And we also want the Babel polyfill, which will help provide support for some of our ES 2015 code calls that we'll be making. So we want to add all three of those libraries. So let's go to our console here, and I'm going to use yarn. You can use npm. So I will yarn add redux-saga, Axios, and the Babel. Whoops, I guess you don't need to type and the Babel polyfill. Bam, so hit enter and everything's going to get resolved and installed. And I apologize for the loud keys on the keyboard. I have Cherry MX keys that hopefully won't destroy this video's audio. So we'll find out. Okay, so now that we have everything installed and ready to go, now let's put it to use. So we want to first, because we have some of that ES 2015 code that is used inside of redux-saga, we will need to make sure that all gets transpiled correctly. So the first thing that we want to do is go inside of your webpack config and make sure that the entry point first goes through your Babel polyfill. All right, so we're going to go to your entry, and this is, where basically your app begins. But before it hits this file and starts going through all of our app code, we want it to first go through that Babel polyfill. So I'm going to create an array here instead of just a string, and say Babel polyfill first. All right, and then afterwards we'll go through the actual entry point and hit a quick save, and now it's going to make sure that this is included before your own custom code is included.